Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of 7 Days to Die, and today we are checking out the continuation of the bridge that we've had. Now, if you remember last episode, it kind of collapsed, and I was a little salty to be sure over it collapsing, and with the help from a couple of people from the community, and I'll do proper shout outs at some stage to those who have helped with all the builds. And we've got it to this stage here. Now, obviously, these areas here is where it started collapsing when we started upgrading it. So I've been working underneath. Let's go on under and have a look. Now, it is night time, so I've lit it up with some torches. Now, I have upgraded. I put a central pillar in. Rather than two on the sides, I put one central one in. Now, this should support this section here. There's no reason why it won't. But, you know, from past experiences, we've been having problems with it. So let's see if it's going to do it. Now, before I upgrade the top section, what I want to do is I want to place this middle section of support in here when I can, you know, make it go the right way around rather than the wrong way around. Now, I'm not too overly worried about having this section upgraded because it is technically a solid wood piece. And just to make sure I get it all correctly lined up, I'm going to make sure I copy the rotation of each piece because they fit in pretty nicely each other, like so. There is a little bit of, and that doesn't look right. Go and have a look over here. I don't know what I've done wrong here. I'm going to copy this rotation here. I think it's slightly off. Let's hope we don't collapse anything. There we go. Let's put that piece there. Let's replace this section. Right pieces now. Is that going to look right? That looks better. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and so we want every other piece in like so. Then go copy rotation. So where do we want to go? Here. Just copy this piece here. Okay, so that should, in theory, give us the support we need. Now, I'm not worried about the side support here because that's just more aesthetically placing it, really, more than anything. The two central structures here and this piece here should support this top piece. And obviously, this is the piece that we're worried about. This is the bigger piece here across the water. This is one where we've been having problems. So now we can go up top and hopefully we can upgrade. And it won't collapse, hopefully. Let's just make sure we go around the outside first, so it's always supporting. There's no middle section kind of balancing on itself and collapsing. Now, if this collapses, then we will have to go back to the drawing board and look for a better design. If it doesn't collapse, however, this will be prepped ready for the next layer of reinforcement, the cobblestone. Once we get enough cobblestone to obviously upgrade it, we'll then use the paintbrush to make it look more like what we want. And then until we get the concrete and steel. Now, once we get concrete and steel, we can make the I-beams and stuff like that, which is definitely what I want to do. Now, this section here should be upgradable now. This is technically the smaller piece. And it's not holding anything up, so let's hope. Here we go. Moment of truth. Looking good so far. Yeah, we're almost there. We're almost at it. If it collapses with the last piece, I will be annoyed. Fantastic. So we can just go ahead and upgrade it to the next level. Give it that extra piece of support so we don't collapse by breaking a block, because that's the next problem, is making sure these blocks don't break. Now, because this is on the flat, in theory we shouldn't have any problems with breaking blocks, but if somebody does take a pop shot at it, it is going to damage them. So let's make sure that it's got a little bit of extra protection so it doesn't just collapse on the first hit. And a little bit of a pain in the ass doing all this, but needs must and all that. Here we go. Again. There we go. It's just getting it all upgraded now so that it's all the same material. Fingers crossed we can start moving towards moving the outer edge into some sort of production instead of repairing a bridge that collapses every 5 minutes. Last couple of pieces. There we go, the bridge is now up and supported. Now the only other thing that we've got to upgrade is this section here, but I'm not too worried about that because this is on the flat. We've got to do the other side there as well, and obviously we need to start leveling this off as well, but I need to kind of figure out where I'm going to start that work, and I'll probably do a similar kind of distance between the two there. The one thing I am worried about is trying to... Oh, someone's shooting some zombies somewhere. I'm worried that we're going to struggle with this outer edge here. Now we're definitely going to struggle to try and build the outer edge, because it's these pieces that we've been doing here. But if we copy rotation, we continue to do like so, hopefully it ain't going to collapse on me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put another piece on like I just did. Now, this is the moment of truth. Do I go higher up with this? Will I reach this section here? Which I think I am going to do. I go to... Yeah. Oh, nope. That's going to hurt. I sprained my leg. I'm not overly worried about losing a couple of pieces because we've got a bit of wood going for us, so head on up. Jumping is hurting my leg. Okay. That should line up quite nicely with that piece there, and it does, so we can now safely say and that is the height of our corner edge here. Now we can make it where it's more rounded, but I'm kind of happy with having it not rounded, giving it that more industrial wooden look rather than there. Head and place that there. Now obviously that's going to go to here. See if we can... Oh, I've done it again. And now I've broken the leg. But fear not, I was handed a splint. Yo, struggling with some water as well. Go ahead and have some water, put some more blocks up on the bar. We'll jump up here. So, let these back up. Okay, so we can now start looking at what this bridge is actually going to look like. Yeah, I'm just making sure we don't go too much on one side. Let's just make sure we got that all upgraded there. Now we don't need to worry about upgrading top section because the strength of that is by whatever's underneath it. Another thing as well about upgrading the bridge was that we didn't accidentally pick up the wood frame blocks. Oh, the only downside now is how am I going to that side? I'm going to have to node pole up, new pole, whatever you want to call it. There we have what we're going to have on our bridge. Now the decision I need to make is whether or not I put another piece in here. Now that's not going to fit that piece across there. Unless I change that block there possibly. Just go ahead and try that. Do I want it? Let's have a look from an external point of view. It is missing something, but is it going to... Am I going to want that in there? It's kind of like the diamond shape idea. So like, can we get in? Can we get in here? Yeah. If we remove this block here, item needs repairing. And this is where I tend to be a bit more like trying of different ideas, and when I'm doing it myself, I'll just be like, you know, right now, is that going to look right? That's the question. Let's just see if it works. And then we're going to need the shape. Need that to go there. Rotate. Okay, there. Okay. Copy rotation. Technically do it myself. Alright, I struggle there, so let's just drop down lesser height. Oh, that hurt me a lot. Let's just get some food down me. Hopefully that'll heal me a little bit. Okay, let's get the shape. Get my wood frames. Okay. Pick up the triangle again. Or the ramp, whichever one you want to call it. Does it look? I mean, it kind of does. And then that beam will go across there. I'm kind of liking it. Matter of fact, I'm actually really liking that. I think it works. Not 100% what I'd go for design-wise, but I think it does work with the long-term idea. Let's just go ahead and upgrade it all, so it's nice and secure and safe. The thing is these are all actually supporting each other as well, so that's good for us. Right. Oh, I see that. This is why we upgrade fully. That bridge support now looks a lot better. The only downside is obviously it doesn't match the other side, but that's absolutely fine. If we had tried to match the other side, we'd have ended up going back here, so I'm kind of happy with how it's come out. I don't know what I'm doing about the edging yet, but let's go ahead and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't go any further. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. What I can do is, instead of balancing over There it is. I'm trying to build on. Can I get you on? I think I'm actually injuring myself more here by jumping. That is a correction. Correct even. I am down to 10 health. Let's just upgrade what we can. Nail gun has a pretty good range on it. If we just go across a couple more, we should hopefully be able to fit. Range. Oh. Not quite sure how I dropped to my death and died then. I didn't move forward or anything, I just kind of fell through. Well, at least I don't have a broken leg anymore. Always looking on the bright side. And my bed is right next to it, so. There we go. I do lose my XP and all my inventory, so let's just go ahead and pick up my inventory. Perfection. And it's just filled up all these blocks for me as well, so that's, let's say, right side and all. Why are you not? Okay, all of a sudden you're now not letting me place wood frame blocks. Go ahead and while that's doing that. And all sorted. Oh, I missed one there. Fine. Here we go. We can start seeing the shape of this bridge now starting to come into fruition. Whether I like it or not. Right, let's see how it looks. That's our side supports done. And I'm actually really liking it. Obviously, that's the lesser of the two larger sides. We've got the middle section now to do, and that is going to be a bit of a pain because we're obviously adding weight to the side of that, so we could have a problem with adding the weight, but hopefully we won't have a problem. And the other question we've got is, well, there's no question because we're going to remove all this. Let's just go ahead and remove all these sections here because we're not going to go across this side here anymore. I decided to not go quite as far out with the bridge. The bridge now is in line with the road, so when they come up to the actual bridge, they're going to have to like make sure they're on the right edge, because what will happen is the edging of the road, so this here, will match perfectly. So there'll be like a double walkway to line up with the pillar. And then it's this middle section here that's going to kind of be the bit that they're going to have to make sure they don't drive into. But I can see there being no problems with it. Just go and fill this middle section, sorry, this outer section back up. Obviously right now we're still very much filling a gap. Is there so, you know, we can't, there's still no like full upgrade of all this here, so we can't see how it's going to 100% look yet. But I'm really liking this edging piece here. And obviously what I want to do at a later stage is I want to actually try and get the I-beams in and involved at some stage. And I believe the I-beam may actually hold a little bit more weight than concrete does, or at least the same or similar. Now, that gives us plenty of opportunity for a little bit of a better design. So I may actually build over the top of this bridge to kind of upgrade it. So let's check the underside and see what we've got left for the underside before I move over this larger section here, which will probably be next episode to finish that off. And I want to kind of start the middle section as well. So the only thing left to do now, if I can squeeze in here, there we go, is these outer sections here. Now if we place a couple of blocks here, don't fall through and kill myself. The first thing I want to do is I want to get the shape out. So I'm going to copy that rotation there. Come on, let me through. I'm going to place that rotation on here. I'm then going to do the same for the other side. Is this here? And then just like we did with that middle pieces, I'm going to just go across and skip one every time. Like so. Then we're going to copy that one in the middle. And we're just going to have them all done like this. So then, oh, I've just missed it. Oh, apparently I caught the edge of that then. Oh no, I dropped onto the loads of the wood went underneath, and now apparently the wood is lower down. So let's, sorry, the surface is higher up. Let's apply another splint. This is why we have lots of splints. Okay, right, let's try that again without throwing ourselves off the edge. I think it's this one I need. Is it that one I need? It's that one I need. Perfection. So now we've got that side done. We need to go ahead and do the other side. Is that the right way? That's the right way. So if we go ahead and do the same again that we did the other side. Perfect. Copy that rotation. Go figure about when you use these and they fit together. They fit together so well. It's a little bit annoying that they don't quite fit when they're used independently. But still a good kind of addition to what we've already got. Right, rotation there. Excellent. And we are done. So that's going to be us for this episode. We've done the cross section underneath. Now to fully support the larger piece, we've got the middle piece done there. We've got the top end completed, so it's now fully secured and usable technically. We want to just upgrade them, which I'll do off camera because that's just literally upgrading the flat section that's over the road, so that's easy enough. But until next time, everybody, I shall see you all on the next episode. Until then, bye bye for now.